unreliable, known throughout the world for being super weak. Maybe in ancient times it was really strong. That's what the rumors say, but they're probably wrong. But now it's so weak, the weakest in the land. So weak that it's sad, really, really sad.
Hey kids, do you like podcasts? Because I've got a podcast. It's called Nintendo Unleashed, and this is episode X. Isn't that right, Connor?
Yes.
Episode X amount of dollars. Anyway, this is Nintendo Unleashed. This is BlizzKick's weekly Nintendo podcast. I'm here with Connor. Say hi, Connor.
Hi, Connor.
And special guest Jay. Say hi, special guest Jay.
Hi, special guest Jay.
Beautiful, just like I asked. So this week we haven't got a huge amount of topics, but we're going to talk a little bit about Nintendo's E3. We're going to talk about some funny Pokemon rumors. You know, maybe some game will get announced soon. Watch it be announced right after we're done recording this. That's the trend here on Nintendo Unleashed. So, you know, we'll try to keep it entertaining, but we don't have a ton to go through this week. Anyway, like always, we like to start out by talking about what we've been playing throughout the past week. So, Jay, I'll let you get us started with that.
All right, so I'm gonna start by saying that I am the biggest Nintendo fanboy by not playing anything Nintendo this week. So I started this week by playing Persona 5 because I had that for a while, and I've been getting bored of it, but I still wanted to play it. So yeah, until a couple of days ago, where I got Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reload, which is fun.
Gotti.
I just completed Chapter 2. So, but yeah, it's an interesting adventure. I usually tweet about it. Shameless plug. Or every year. What?
Gotti every year
when I'm playing it. No, I tweet about it while I'm playing it. So yeah, shameless plug. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. I don't even have a Switch, so
someday
can't play Mario Kart. I want to, but I can't.
I believe in you. I believe in you, Jay. Connor?
I'll find a way.
I finally finished all the shrines in Breath of the Wild. So I'll probably fight the final boss soon, I guess, and then I'll be done because I have no intentions of finding all those Korok seeds.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. The only way I would ever consider that is when the DLC comes out. There's supposedly like an item that helps you track them. But yeah, even then, 900 is a lot.
Yeah, and you really don't get much for it, especially doing it after you've beat the final boss, because the only thing you would really care about is the inventory upgrades. Right. And like, if you're done with the game, why do you care about inventory upgrades?
I mean, at that point, it's just for the sake of like completion. You know, it's not really practical. Whereas doing the shrines is practical in terms of helping you.
Yeah, and I'm not a completionist.
Right.
Plus, the shrines in general are like have fun stuff and puzzles.
Except for the motion control ones.
Well,
yeah, except for those.
Yeah, mostly they're fun. Also, there's 120 of them and not 900 of them, so that helps.
Yeah, and they're not just pick up this one random rock in the middle of nowhere that has no real indication that this is the one you want to pick up, or dive into this random spot where there's no indication this is the one spot you want to dive.
Well, there are flowers, and granted, some of the shrines are just a treasure chest, but I do agree that in general the shrines are more compelling. Although occasionally there are, you know, when I see those little the little blocks, I can't help but stop and sift through them.
Yeah, the block ones are fine.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know what it's like on the Switch, but on the Wii U for the motion shrines, they force you to pick up the gamepad even if you're using the Pro Controller and use that, which is annoying because I would play with the Pro Controller, and it's really clunky with the gamepad. I don't know how they do it with the Switch, because I assume you can just use the Joy-Cons with the with the grip.
What's nice about the Switch is all of the controllers have motion support. So that's an unfortunate down. I wish. And it was funny, I was wondering when I was first doing these puzzles, I'm like, God, these motion controls are awful. I wonder if I go into settings and turn off motion aiming, that'll change it, but nope. So yeah, they're pretty annoying, but luckily there aren't too many of them.
Yeah, I think there's 5 total shrines that have motion. Maybe less. But
the worst one I've experienced wasn't even an emotional one. It was the one where you have to essentially play golf with that one ball and like get it across the room. Oh, God, I hated that. That made me.
That one was great.
Oh, the worst one for me, it was the one that was like the maze that you had to get that ball through.
In the dark?
Most people just like turned it over and used the flat surface.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's interesting.
That was the
worst one for me was the Blood Moon Shrine. Not even the inside. The inside was fine. Getting to it was a pain. Okay, and I also played Lego Dimensions again because Chase McCain hype, and Love Live, and that's it.
Nice. I love video games. I played Zelda. You know what? I think I'm considering just giving up sleep for this game. Just because, like, every time I play, I'm just like, man. Like, let me check my hour count. I have my Switch on me now. I have hold on. I'm gonna guess 130. Let's see how close I am.
Find out next week on Nintendo Unleashed if Noah was right.
Hope I don't get content ID'd for singing the Jeopardy games.
You'll be charged X amount of dollars.
So it's taking a while to load my profile for whatever reason. It never takes this long, but I'm gonna guess 130 hours, and I still have about 20 shrines to go, I think. And like I'm gonna try to finish all the side quests. So there's a lot. Well, not a lot more for me to do, but I'm so engrossed in this game, man. I love it. So I've been playing more Zelda. I've been playing more Mario Kart at school. It's great, good stuff. Love playing that. I've finally been using the Joy-Con straps because when I first got the system, I was so scared to use those because I heard all the horror stories of all these things are impossible to get off. But that's only if you put them on backwards, which I guess I'm good at not putting stuff on backwards.
Great skill.
Yeah. So that's they've been great for Mario Kart. It makes the Joy-Cons a lot more comfy when you're holding it sideways. So yeah, more Zelda and Mario Kart for me this week. Not really a ton going on there, but hey, can't complain. Good stuff. So yeah.
How's the battle mode in Mario Kart Deluxe?
So I think balloon battle is garbage, but I love every other mode. So I'm happy with it. Well, the only one that I'm like iffy on is coin rush or whatever it's called, coin runners. But I love Shine Thief. I love Renegade Roundup, and I love Bob-omb Blast, and all the maps I think are great as well. So no complaints there.
Yeah, Renegade Roundup looks the best.
Yeah, it's
from what I've seen.
It's definitely like unique. I think if I had to pick a favorite, it would be Shine Thief, but Renegade Roundup is a close second. So
sounds cool.
It's fun. Anyway, very brief Nintendo download this week, so I'm just gonna run through it real quick. Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition finally hits the eShop. We don't have the physical version yet, but it's now in the eShop. And this version is essentially the worlds are bigger than the Wii version, and it also has that Super Mario mashup pack, which was included in the Wii version. I believe it's a $30 download. Obviously, you have the portability factor, and you can also do local wireless in addition to your standard online, so that's cool. Also on the Wii eShop, we have the next title in our line of, I guess, Neo Geo stuff. It's Garou: Mark of the Wolves. At this point, I'm not even sure what genre this game is. There are so many out at this point. Apparently it's a brawler. So hey, brawlers never hurt. Well, haha. Yeah, I mean they hurt the bad guys. On the 3DS eShop, Elliot Quest. I believe this game came out on the Wii U a while ago, and it was a pretty great game. Kind of interesting to see it releasing on the 3DS now, but regardless. Anyway, rather small selection. In terms of pick of the week, gosh, I mean, of course, Minecraft is like a huge release for the system. Like that's a hallmark release for every system. Even if myself and others may not necessarily pick it up, it's definitely a big draw for a lot of younger gamers. So
also the idea of being able to take Minecraft wherever you want is.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, there's the iPhone version already, certainly, but this is, you
it's a bigger screen, and I think
you get a bigger screen
as well.
Right, and you get like tactile button controls, which personally I can't stand playing that game with a touchscreen. So it's certainly a cool option.
Yeah.
It's a shame you can't play with just a Joy-Con sideways because that'd be a great game to do. Your sideways Joy-Con co-op in, but you can still feasibly do 2-player tabletop mode. If you bring a Pro Controller along, which is not impossible. So I would have to go with Minecraft. Again, it's a $30 download, so it's not terribly cheap, but it's certainly an investment if you enjoy the game. it'd be hard to recommend it. I mean, I doubt there's anyone who hasn't played it yet. It's certainly possible, but definitely a noteworthy release. So anyway, moving into our topics. What's our first topic we have? Because I don't have the document up right now. We're talking about Pokemon first.
No, the Badge Arcade will be updating for the final time May 26th in Japan.
Instantly thought of Armando for this one because
rip arms.
Any frequent listener knows that that's his 3DS game of the year for 2020.
Game of the all time.
GOAT.
And
so
according to some guy named Baito-kun, not really sure who that is, the reason is the app uses too much save data with over 10,000 badges, which makes sense.
Yeah, that's a lot of badges, right?
And I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot there because they kind of made like 1 million Pikachu badges and like they did a bunch of pixel Pokemon for Pokemon that already had badges and like
there's a ton of variations.
There's like a ton of like here's a character in one pose, now here they are in another pose. So good going, guys. You kind of spammed your app there, and now it takes too much room.
10 out of 10.
So yeah, it's I mean, I imagine there are certainly some avid collectors out there. It's not like the service is going to be shut down. I guess they're just not going to be adding any more new ones. And I haven't opened the thing in a long time, but from what I've heard, it takes so long to open the app now, just because of how many there are. So that's probably certainly a factor. And who knows whether we'll see a similar thing on Switch. I mean, I doubt it because the Switch interface isn't really built for this kind of thing, but hopefully we see themes or something like that soon on Switch. I mean, we know it's probably coming. Like, you already have your theme selection. It's just a case of adding more. So, let's hope. Anyway, not much to say there. Moving on. One Piece Unlimited World Red. Is this a fighting game? I don't know.
No one knows. It was announced in the newest issue of Shonen Jump that leaked, and all that's been confirmed is it's coming to Switch and PS4 August 24th in Japan.
Nice.
There's a bunch of Japanese text that, from what I can tell, no one's bothered translating yet, so we have no idea what type of game it is. Looking at One Piece, it's probably either a fighting game or a Dynasty Warriors type game. I think those are usually called One Piece Warriors, though.
Okay.
So yeah, this is probably a fighting game.
Either of you guys fans? I can't say I've watched it.
I read the manga. I don't want to watch trash that takes like 20 years to get through a chapter.
Yeah, my friend watches the dub of that, and he says it's really stupid to have to wait like every week to only watch 14 minutes of new stuff, and the rest is just recap. But me personally, I tried to catch up to the manga, but so every week Viz would release a new chapter for free. So like I tried catching up doing that, but then they just stopped and reset and went back to the beginning, and I was just like, well, now I can't do that anymore. So I've basically been trying to find like physical copies at bookstores, but nobody sells it in my city. So I guess that's not happening.
Rip.
Yeah. So hey, a game is a game. I love games, right? You know what else is a game? Anime. You know what else is an anime game? Pokemon, in a way. So Nintendo's been doing some funny stuff recently, specifically this week with Pokemon, that's made some people pretty suspicious. So we might be getting a Pokemon Direct soon.
Pokemon Stars confirmed. Hype.
That's true. You never know. So first things first, they posted some sort of tweet with like stars or something, some kind of merchandise. Okay, I don't really think that's a big indication. And to me, the most strange thing is they deleted, I think, like the Pokemon Sun and Moon reveal trailer from their channel.
Yeah, both NCL and NOA did that.
Yeah, and it's so strange. Like, I don't know if they've ever done that before. And I saw some suggesting that maybe, if they're announcing a new game, they're doing that to avoid confusion, which, that's sound logic. I mean, I haven't ever seen them do something like this, so it's hard for me to hard for me to judge the precedent there. But what do you guys make of all
that? I'd say Pokemon fans are kind of reaching with all this. Like, sure, there will probably be a Pokemon game, if not this year, then next year. But like,
you don't think an announcement is imminent?
No, because I don't think they've ever announced a Pokemon game at any trade shows like E3 or Tokyo Game Show or anything like that. They always kind of announce them on their own terms.
Right.
And it's getting kind of close to E3. And I know Alpha Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Omega Ruby were announced in May, but I think it was like May 5th or something.
It was the 7th.
7th? So
yeah.
That was like early May. That's still a month before E3. And I think E3 is like the 13th. So we're getting really close to a month before E3 here. So it seems kind of weird that they would just announce a big game. Like I know some companies have started doing that to try to beat the E3 because you kind of get buried, but I don't think Pokemon really needs to do that.
That's a good point. Yeah, we saw. I think I remember like Fallout 4 being announced like shortly before E3 and some stuff like that last year. I mean, personally for me, that biggest sign, like I said, is like them deleting the trailer. Like, why else would they do that? You know, to me, that can only point to one thing.
Well, wasn't it revealed along with like it was like an anniversary video for Pokemon? Or like a live stream or something?
Yeah, I'm actually not sure if that's the one that was taken down or if it's the first footage that was taken down. I should have checked that. If it was the anniversary, then that's even weirder because that was like a direct type thing.
Yeah, but it was just like a live stream that was pretty much just like honoring the anniversary for Pokemon, and then it also was just like, by the way, Sun and Moon coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if it was that, then that makes even less sense for pointing at a direct,
right?
Or a new game being announced. I mean,
I can see evidence for a new game if it was like the actual gameplay trailer that they deleted. But if it was that, I really can't.
Yeah, the first gameplay trailer is still up on the official Pokemon channel. It appeared to be that one that was the 20 years in the making or whatever.
Yeah.
They didn't actually show gameplay. Interesting.
So, yeah.
In that case, I personally would be less optimistic. Still weird, but like I don't know if that necessarily explains it, you know?
Yeah.
It might just be because like it's no longer 20 years in the making. It's another year has passed. So but yeah, it might have just been deleted out of irrelevance.
But that's like, then why doesn't Nintendo delete all of their E3 videos then, you know? Like it's such strange logic. But I mean, ultimately, you know, we're so close to E3, we're going to find out soon. For now, I think the general consensus from us to like, hey, take this stuff with a grain of salt, just because it's such a like an unprecedented move for them. You know, so don't get your hopes up about something coming before E3. Would you guys say the same there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, with that in mind, so while that is all purely rumor, we do have some concrete information about Nintendo's E3 now, thanks to just a tweet and maybe like a press release or something as well. So we now know their direct plans. A lot of folks have been clamoring, "Oh, Nintendo, what are you going to do?" And obviously, there aren't really big surprises here. First of all, what used to be the Nintendo digital event, I believe they've renamed to the Nintendo Showcase.
Spotlight,
sorry. And here we know that Mario Odyssey is going to be a focus. It sounds like this showcase will be purely Switch focused.
It said Spotlight. 3DS, didn't it?
Well, so the 3DS will be at Treehouse Live.
Oh, okay.
But what the tweet says is that Nintendo Spotlight, tune in for a look at Nintendo Switch games. Whereas Treehouse says, starting immediately after Spotlight, enjoy Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS gameplay. So,
I thought it said 3DS and Switch for the Spotlight. I guess I misread it.
Yeah, it says 3DS and Switch in the tweet, so that might have misled some people. So Switch is going to be the main focus, but 3DS will be there. And again, with a focus on Mario Odyssey, and there's also going to be an ARMS Invitational and a Splatoon 2 Invitational, which I think we knew about both already.
Not sure about the ARMS one, but I haven't been paying attention to that. I do think we knew about the Splatoon 2 one, though.
But regardless, that's not a big surprise. Those are obviously competitive games that they're going to want to push for the Switch. Yeah. So anyway, we know Mario is the focus. Again, that's not a big surprise. It's a 3D Mario game. You don't get those too often. Some folks have been panicking, saying, "Oh, they're not going to announce any new games." That's ridiculous.
I saw some people thinking it's like last year where they did the Zelda focus. And even last year when they said they'd only be focusing on Zelda, they still announced
exactly. They announced like a new Mario Party for 3DS, right? Like they announced so much stuff.
They announced with Ever Oasis.
Yeah, Ever Oasis. Like there was so much more. And if you read this, so even that said a focus on Zelda, right? This doesn't even explicitly say focus on Mario Odyssey. It just says tune in for a look at Nintendo Switch games for 2017, including Super Mario Odyssey. It doesn't even say that's going to be the main focus.
It's pretty much
signs. It's tune in for a look at Nintendo Switch, trademark, games for 2017, including Super Mario Odyssey, trademark.
Right. So
you forgot the spaces.
Oh, sorry.
Wow. Kidding.
So yeah, well, Mario, I mean, clearly it's presumably the most like marketable game they have there, but by no means is it going to be the only game. Like, don't be surprised if we see, I don't know, Retro's new game. Don't be surprised if we see Smash 4 Deluxe. I don't know. These are all predictions. Like, I have no inside news. Like, don't be surprised if we see stuff that's not Mario being announced.
Keep in mind, last Direct was Splatoon and ARMS focused. They specifically mentioned focused. And
right.
Like less than half the Direct was on those two.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, plus, like, they probably can't say like featuring stuff from like stuff from Pokemon or something, because like then it would be like, oh my god, Pokemon Stars confirmed.
Right, they're not going
to. So like they're probably saying Mario because they know Mario Odyssey is already a thing that's been confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
So like
it'd probably be safe if they had said like Splatoon 2 ARMS, because those probably will have some kind of showing.
All right. Well, wait, hold on. When is ARMS? I have to compare the release date for ARMS and E3 again. I know because I know Splatoon is out in July.
Isn't ARMS like
ARMS is June 16th and E3 is June 13th.
I think I think Sony still had a Last of Us portion when The Last of Us released like 3 days after their conference.
Well, I just sure hope they don't spend a ton of time on it, I guess. Just since it'll be out shortly after. We want to see stuff.
When's Ever Oasis? Oh wait, that's probably not going to be there.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ever Oasis will definitely be in the treehouse, but not in the case. So yeah, I mean, if we do see ARMS, the one thing I need on that game for me to be on board is more content in terms of modes, characters, that kind of thing. So maybe we'll see a little bit, but I think we'll see a lot of Splatoon 2. Hopefully new modes, maps, that kind of thing. Obviously, tons of Mario. I'm assuming we'll see the reveal of the co-op as well as new areas, as well as how the health system works, that kind of thing. Music, we didn't really get we got the trailer music, but hopefully we hear some in-game music. I'm very excited.
Imagine there'd be a demo which would give
there
level music, because the game's launching this year,
right?
Unless it got delayed.
Well, I can't see them delaying. I mean, if the rumors are to be believed, then this game is pretty much like already done, and they're just saving it for like marketing purposes. So
that would make sense.
So hopefully, we'll pretty much see a ton of it. They're not going to do a lot of things for us.
It'll probably be like a show floor demo,
right?
And they don't mention any Best Buy stuff here, so maybe that's dead.
Yeah, that because they announced the Best Buy stuff alongside their Treehouse in the previous year, so that's probably not happening. And nothing for Nintendo in New York either, not yet anyway. So, hey, it's I don't know. I mean, they didn't do Best Buy. Actually, I forget. Did they do any Best Buy stuff last year? Or was last year just the?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it was just the Treehouse Nintendo
NY. That's interesting. So, yeah, I mean, I'm certainly anticipating. If you remember the videos of E3, like the people swarming to play Zelda. I think I'm probably expecting a similar situation this time for Mario, and hopefully some other big games as well. Who knows? Metroid. You never know. We say that every time, right?
It's actually going to be Federation Force 2.
Oh, can't wait. Federation Force HD, not even a new one, just a port.
just a Switch port.
Can't wait.
Gonna be so hype.
Maybe they'll show the Animal Crossing mobile game.
That would actually be interesting because that would. Let me think. Because they've now set the precedent for showing mobile games in directs with the Fire Emblem thing, so that's actually possible.
Do you think we'll get? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Do you think we'll also get a Fire Emblem Switch reveal?
Maybe.
I think we might get I think we'll get a teaser, but not full gameplay because Fire Emblem Echoes will have just come out because that comes out this month, right?
Yeah, it comes out the 19th.
I think we'll definitely get gameplay for Fire Emblem Heroes, or rather Warriors. I get them mixed up. We'll definitely get Warriors gameplay because that's out this year. But I don't think, again, maybe a teaser for Fire Emblem Switch, but I don't think we'll get a full gameplay reveal just yet. I think we can expect that in a direct later this year.
That was coming out in 2018, right?
Yeah, 2018. They didn't provide us just general 2018, so likely late 2018. Which, hey, first HD Fire Emblem, so can't complain there.
Hopefully I'll have a Switch by then because I actually really want to play that.
Okay, man. And hopefully Fire Emblem Warriors is good as long as they show that Camilla gameplay, man. That's all I need. So I think that's about it. Unless we have anything else to discuss, we really don't have a lot to go off of this week. Do you guys have any other thoughts on their E3 plans here?
Hopefully they do that Nindies at home thing, but with Nintendo games. They should do that. Even if they don't include the discount, I don't care about the discount.
Right. Oh yeah. That would be nice. I think I could be wrong, but I think the reason that doesn't usually happen is because at E3, one of the big focus for developers is like fear of like things going wrong with their demo. And so because of that, they want to limit it to as small of a scale as possible. And to distribute that to all owners of the system, if there's like a major glitch, could potentially be disastrous for the reputation of the game. Right. So obviously there's that concern, but hey, I certainly wouldn't mind playing a Mario Odyssey demo from the comfort of my home. No complaints there.
Make it a random email code you get with my Nintendo.
Oh God, people would sell those for like $100, man. They would. Throw back to the Smash demo. Wow.
Or not even a random email code. You finally have something to use your gold coins on.
Oh, if it was like 300. Actually, imagine that though, because they have the Oh, now that you say that, actually, because they have a Nintendo Switch reward section, but they haven't put anything there yet, that could actually be the perfect opportunity. Like, imagine 100 gold coins Mario Odyssey demo. Damn, people would be buying games just to get that. That'd be cool, actually. All right, so interesting thought there by Connor. Let's hope someone who has like 200 gold coins sitting in their bank that I get lucky there. We'll see, though. I highly doubt it. Kind of a pipe dream, but what can you do? Anyway, I think we'll go into our poll for this week, and Connor, I'll let you review the results from last week's poll.
So last week, we asked if Nintendo asked you to personally decide which you would rather they focus production on, and we got 14 votes. I guess people didn't like my aggressive wording, but we didn't.
I was a fan of this poll, I gotta say. This was a good poll, so I'm a little disappointed.
But it was a lot closer than I still thought it would be. 57% said the NES Classic and 43% said the new 2DS XL. For a while, it was actually tied.
Yeah. So were you expecting a big win for the NES?
Yes.
Yeah. No, me too. I mean, I've definitely seen some positive reception surrounding the new Nintendo 2DS XL. But certainly there's definitely more buzz for the NES, so I would have expected more there. I guess a prediction might be that like some people are maybe just over it at this point just because of how frustrating the experience has been, and hey, I can't say I blame them necessarily.
I guess if they already own one, they wouldn't really care, but then still it would be nicer to have NESs stocked than whatever.
Right. Certainly. So yeah, that's it for this week, or that's it for last week rather. This week's poll, it's a little E3 related poll for you guys. Our question is: do you prefer Nintendo's digital events or live conferences? So when we say digital events, I guess they used to be called E3 Directs. Basically, live. non-live stage E3 press conferences by Nintendo. So let us know what you prefer. They've definitely made a shift to that digital format in recent years. They've certainly had some iconic stage performances as well as some disastrous ones. Skyward Sword, looking at you, as well as the Wii music. So I'm honestly curious about this poll because I think it's the community might be pretty divided over this one. So let us know what you think. That poll will be up. Personally, I would have to go with digital event.
Yeah, same. As someone who is never going to be personally at E3, there's no real difference because I don't care about hearing woo!
Right. Yeah, I think I've said this before, but the only time for me when the live show provides something that I guess the direct, like a direct can, like to me there are a few reaction videos. Namely the Twilight Princess. I'm sure you guys have seen the Twilight Princess reaction video from E3.
Yeah.
That's like the most insane E3 review. Just like it's so loud, and I'm sure part of that's probably attributed to the audio quality of the camera. But regardless, it's a pretty magical video in my opinion. But you know, I would trade that for the consistency that the digital events provide. You know, things can't go wrong. And I think Conor mentioned this last week, but you still get reaction videos from people, you know, recorded watching it, you know, live, and you can, you know, join people on Twitch who are watching it. So there's certainly still that element there.
Or like I've seen suggested videos like Smash Bros. Mega Man reveal reaction compilation, and the thumbnail is like 9 videos surrounding the Mega Man thing. So that's getting closer.
Yeah, no, those videos are pretty cool. Actually, they like sync up everyone's reactions. So, yeah, that's our question. Be sure to answer. Now let's wrap it up. Connor, you can hit that juicy VidMe promo.
Or follow us on VidMe, for all your video needs. Or you could subscribe on YouTube for all your video needs. Either one. We don't care.
Or both.
Subscribe. Actually, if you go on VidMe, there's no ads. So, because there's no ad format on VidMe. So, if you don't want ads and you're too lazy to install AdBlock or something, then go on VidMe. Or if you're on mobile, because VidMe does have a mobile app, and I don't know if there's a way to get an ad blocker on the YouTube app.
I don't think so.
There you go. If you don't want ads, watch us on VidMe. Or you could download through iTunes and Google Play Music. I'm pretty sure neither of those have ads. I don't know. I've never used either.
I can say that iTunes does not. I'm not sure about Google Play. I would assume it doesn't because you know it's the same way. Like you're downloading, it's the same thing as downloading music. You know, there's not going to be commercial breaks unless the you know, whoever creates it adds them. So
okay, so yeah, there's no. Assuming it works that way, there's no ads. Right. Maybe I'll listen to an episode or something and.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing for us to know.
And follow us on Twitter. I'm Double31.
I'm at Dashy007.
I'm at JRemastered.
Arms is Arms MXE. Again, we didn't even mention him until this part. Oh no, we mentioned him at the Badge Arcade.
Yep, of course.
Okay, but we didn't mention he's missing.
Right.
At this point, people actually just forgot Arms as a member.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
Including that one guy that commented, asking when Arms is gonna be back because he misses him. We're sorry, I forget your name. I think he had a Sonic avatar, but we're sorry that Arms isn't been here. He's busy with life stuff, and you know, life takes priority over fun podcast.
Game, yeah.
So yeah, we're sorry. Arms' biggest fan. He did really appreciate when I sent him that message, though.
He did.
Sent him a screenshot of that message. He really appreciated you. So thank you for that if you're listening. And Blazekick is Blazekick tweet. Visit blazekick.com for your Unleashed posts because that's
and anime reviews.
I mean, there wasn't one and this week, and I just looked at the stuff that I'm able to review this season, and because of that Amazon boycott, I have one show that I can review because everything else is like 24 episodes. So rest in peace, Blitzkick.
Please review Love Tyrant.
I don't like reviewing comedy shows though. Like I've tried it a couple
Rip
times.
Psyche.
Yeah, like that one. I don't like that review. Same with forget what else. Like I had a Gabriel Dropout review all written out, and I just hated it, so I just deleted it. So yeah, probably don't expect comedy anime reviews from me because I really don't like reviewing comedy. So yeah, and that is all. See you next week when maybe there will be more to talk about. Who knows? Probably not.
And before, right after we stop recording, there's news.
I'm just not going to hit the stop recording button now.
We'll wait, Nintendo.
Yeah, we'll just be sitting here, and then people will be like, "Where's Unleashed?" And then we'll be like, "We're still recording. We don't want Nintendo to announce something."
Yeah, we're actually going to change the format where we actually record all week and then upload it on Saturday so we can get all the news.
Exactly.
I feel like the hangout would crash before that, because when we did episode 200, it crashed at like an hour and 45 minutes. I think.
Oh, that was fun.
So,
Remaking was awesome.
So,
that's okay. We'll keep going.
We have to keep restarting it every hour and 45 minutes, but
it'll work. I believe.
You gotta believe.
You just gotta have faith.
Okay, we should stop dragging this out.
Yep. Good night.
Or good day.
Have a good sleep.
Depending what time it is.
とても有名弱すぎて昔は